commercial real estate and what that market looks like and what it could mean for the overall economy, especially for small business owners who are struggling through the pandemic. This is Winning Ways in Commercial Real Estate, a book by Pam Goodwin, who is a commercial real estate broker. She's a mentor, and she's also an investor. And there is another one of her books, 1 Cent Lemonade and $1 Million Deals, $2 million deals. Yes, she started out with a lemonade stand, and look at her now. She's joining us live from On Air Media Studios to talk more about this. Good morning, Pam.
Hi, good morning, Ron. I'm so glad to be here today.
Happy to see you as well. Let's talk big picture here if we can, sort of that 30,000-foot view, and that is this notion that the longer business owners go without business and the less they're able to pay rent, the more trouble those who own commercial real estate will be in when it comes to paying their own banknotes. Is it possible we could see a collapse of the commercial real estate market?
Well, it's still really unsure of what's going to be happening in the market, but definitely the longer businesses stay closed definitely has a huge impact in commercial real estate, and only the strong are going to survive.
Mm-hmm. By strong, do you mean those who have a safety net financially, or do you mean those who are working with landlords who they have a good relationship with and everybody, the bank, the landlord, the store owner can work together?
Right. Early on in the pandemic, a lot of people did reach out to their landlords to see if there was any rent relief and, working with them now. But now that, we're in October, you can see businesses, have reopened, and it seems to be, still picking up, doing well. The more business that's open, the more commercial real estate, what's really happening out there in the market.
Let's talk about a shift in commercial real estate and repurposing existing structures, because we've seen that happen, for example, where big box stores, Kmart closed, for example, other big box retailers, they've become large gyms, they've become recreation centers, they've become food halls. That may not be sustainable now because that's a large crowd business. But let's look at this example. This is a Jack in the Box that went out of business as they downsized or shifted. And Walgreens purchased it and turned it into a 2,500 square foot drive around or drive-through pharmacy. Are we going to see this sort of thing happening? This serves Walgreens well in that customers don't have to get out of their cars. And we also don't have a vacant Jack in the Box sitting in a parking lot that's going unused.
Right. Definitely driving around, you can notice that a lot of these, Goodwin Commercial, we specialize in retail and restaurants. So the retailers, you can tell in the last several months, definitely have to become very innovative of what they're doing. Mm-hmm. It'll be interesting to see what's happening with the movie theaters, since a lot of movie productions aren't happening. And you'll see probably a lot more conversions going into the office space. Even though people are working from home, people still need to get out and about and engaging with people.
If you're thinking about starting a business, which could be possible even during this pandemic, are you in a better position to get a better deal with a landlord who's, again, looking to make that monthly note on their commercial property?
I would say definitely it's, with the vacancies that have come up. But I think one of the biggest things in commercial real estate, even now, is with SBA loans. I just received an email from a bank we work with, and the loan is, you can get interest rate below 3%, which is, pretty amazing these days. So I think it's a great opportunity if you're sitting at home wondering what to do next. Definitely, you may want to consider opening up a franchise, opening up your own business, take the action. But, the landlords are definitely, they can only do so much, especially if they have a loan on the property. Mm-hmm. But definitely the landlords are, still offering 3 to 6 months of free rent. So it definitely is key when you're looking at different areas to lease, to make sure you right up front know who your landlord is. The landlord's always wanting to know who the tenant is. The tenant always needs to do their research on that landlord, because when times come up like this, you definitely need to know, And then if you're negotiating a deal, you definitely want to put some COVID language in the lease. Is definitely coming up these days.
Yeah, boy, has that not been a lesson that some people have learned the hard way? But then again, who could have anticipated this really to this extent? Thank you so much, Pam Goodwin, for joining us. Her blog is pamgoodwin.com, her website as well. She's on social media at Pam Goodwin, CRE. So check it out. And there's a whole other story here really about Pam's place in the commercial real estate world, which is dominated really by men, 85% of it, and she is a trailblazer. Perhaps a conversation for another time. And we'll be back right after this. Stay with us.